Hello, dear ones. Today I want to talk about coronavirus and vision. And what I want to talk about is this concept of the middle view, our middle vision. We know what it is to look far, far in the distance. And I think when we do that, when we think about what our life might be in months and months, we start to get consumed in fear and distress. And when we think about how things are going right now, we tend to feel better. But in between those two sets of looking far, far in the distance and looking close up, actually in your eye, looking far off into the distance, so long distance vision and close up vision, is a time when your eyes are exercising and working. But when they look at the mid view, at the middle view, they actually relax. And so I think one of our challenges in this time of the pandemic is to not get too far ahead of ourselves, to plan, certainly, to think occasionally about that, but to think about where it makes sense to focus. And I would encourage us all to think about the middle view and to only go as far as it feels healthy and comfortable for you. We certainly are trying to do that as a staff at Unity, thinking about how far ahead do we need to go to set clear parameters for ourselves and for everyone in the community that we can rest comfortably in and yet not predict the future. And the wonderful thing about middle vision is it's also the place where we are most able to pick up edges and discern reality and objects in our view. And so there's a real asset to the middle view or to middle vision in its ability, its absolutely essential role in helping us recognize what is ahead of us and to recognize what we need to be concerned about and what we can relax into. It seems to me that part of what the pandemic is asking us in our daily spiritual practice is to settle in to this middle view, this middle vision of not going so far, trying to be present, but recognizing that for many of us that's really challenging, but only going as far as a place where we can find rest, to only go so far that it feels like the known universe. So I invite you in this daily message to join me in this middle vision, to only go so far as you can imagine and let your eyes and your spirit, your soul, to rest into this spiritual practice. We're all grieving. And it seems to me that the grieving process calls us into honoring this middle vision. We can't imagine where our grief is going to take us. We can't imagine how we're going to make it through in our grief because we're all experiencing such loss and uncertainty in our world. And yet, there is the middle way. And so I invite you on this glorious day into the middle way, into middle view, where we can rest. Look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks so much. Take good care. Stay tuned.